New Tron bike. In the movie Tron Legacy, which appeared on screens in 2010, there was a spectacular motorcycle with an unusual look. Apparently, experts from the Parker Brothers workshop located in the city of Melbourne, Florida, had the idea to recreate this amazing vehicle after watching the film. 3 years later, the experts presented the new Tron bike. All its details are amazing, from its futuristic appearance to the possibility of driving it on the most ordinary urban roads. The new Tron bike can reach a speed of 160 km per hour. Inside the motorcycle there's an electric motor, which allows driving a distance of up to 130 km on a single charge. So now the film fans have the opportunity to purchase the new Tron bike. For example, in 2018, 25 of these motorcycles were created. The Lockheed SR-71A. Sometimes real military equipment is used in films, and that is exactly what happened with the supersonic strategic reconnaissance aircraft, the Lockheed SR-71. The unofficial but more famous name of the aircraft is the Blackbird. The main feature of this vehicle is the ability to fly very high and very fast. That is why, while dodging rockets, the Blackbird can perform acceleration maneuvers and sudden changes of altitude. This reconnaissance aircraft was used by the US Air Force. Despite the fact that the aircraft was commissioned back in 1966, even today it has a very futuristic appearance. So there's nothing surprising in the fact that the plane was shown in such films as X-Men First Class and Deadpool 2. The Lockheed SR-71A can reach speeds of up to 3,500 km per hour, and the maximum flight height is 29,000 meters. Batpod. There have been many films about Batman. However, in the Nolan trilogy, the famous Bat Cycle, known as the Batpod, first appears in the film The Dark Knight. In 2010, 2 years after the film was released, the American workshop Chopper City created a replica of the Batman motorcycle. Its appearance is almost completely similar to the original. Thankfully, only the appearance, because the real Batpod is armed with a machine gun, a grenade gun, and other weapons. All this is hardly useful to an ordinary person on the road. The replica is known as the PS Pod. The Chopper City, USA experts assure that their creation is the first working replica of the Batcycle in the world, suitable for driving on ordinary roads. Millennium Falcon. From the first moment that this spaceship was shown in the Star Wars film, fans all over the world have dreamed of being inside it. Greg Dietrich and Jake Polity did more than dreaming and built their own Millennium Falcon. The most amazing thing was that the idea turned out to be realistic. Although in the end only the cabin was built, in their own garage the men created a real spacecraft. It took them 7 years to finish the life-size cabin, and every detail of the cabin was similar to those of the ship shown in the film. Those who had a chance to visit the cabin say that the interior is created with such precision that as soon as you find yourself inside, you instantly recall the spaceship from the film, as well as the excitement and emotions that it aroused. The handmade Millennium Falcon has a body, chairs and a dashboard. And of course all the levers and buttons are decorative. Even the creators of the replica are not aware of their true purpose. Amazingly, every detail that you see on the screen was made by hand. To make the final product as realistic as possible, the creators even taught the cabin how to shine and make sounds. Iron Man suit. It is impossible to imagine the price of the original Iron Man armor created by Tony Stark. However, we know the price, not of the original, but of a toy armor created by Toys Asia, and it's from another world, because it costs $360,000. Designers managed to create a suit that brings cosplay to a whole new level. The appearance of this Mark 43 is almost identical to the armor that was shown in the movie Avengers: Age of Ultron. Of course, it doesn't come with a protection mode or an infrared scanner. It would seem that for such money the suit could at least fly, but this function is not provided either. The high price is because of the manual work. The armor was assembled from 567 separate parts, which were very difficult to combine with each other. The suit is human size, and it's noteworthy that each copy is created individually, according to the dimensions of the user. The developers placed 46 small engines inside so that the costume could transform and unfold as shown in the video. Aston Martin DB5. In his 25 different films, the super spy James Bond has managed to drive a huge number of cars. However, this particular Aston Martin DB5 is considered the most recognizable Bond car. When it was first released in 1963, the DB5 series became the logical continuation of the previous DB4 series. Few people know that the DB in the title is not just random letters, but an abbreviation which stands for David Brown. This man owned the company Aston Martin from 1947 to 1972. In total, there are 1,021 such cars in the world. The most recognizable elements of the car are its round shapes, laconic features, chrome-edged details, and a huge grille. The Aston Martin DB5 attracts attention at first sight, and thanks to this, the car was chosen as the perfect vehicle for James Bond. In the 60s and 70s, its cost was approximately $12,000, and today, thanks to the popularity of Bond, the price has greatly increased. For example, the car shown in the film Goldfinger was sold in 2010 for a record $4.6 million. The cost of the cars used for the promotion of the film is estimated at $2.6 million. Shown in the movie Ghostbusters, released in 1984. It's based on the 1960 Cadillac Miller Meteor. Nevertheless, the original car from the film is based on a 1959 Cadillac year. However, they are extremely rare and expensive. In that year, only 25 copies were released. That is why the replica was made from a car released a year later. Of course, the car that you see on the screen wasn't in the film, however, the interior and exterior design were recreated quite accurately. To add realism to the car, its developers even added replicas of ghost fighting equipment.